we were in the marsh. We got to. We ended up running into whatever her name was. I got it somewhere in my notes, but too lazy. Uh, and she attacked us. Then the Shadow Nim stuff happened after Lowell punched her. Because obviously that's how things like that start. Then we took her back. Had got paid by the Ogre Lord. Met Xai, which was interesting with all the spirits except for Nim, who was happy to be different. Then we had a party with the Ogre Lord the next day after some shopping, and Nim decided to get a little drunk for some reason. Then more stuff with Xai after Nim got to have a little chat with the goblin who he stole the powers from. Hey, a recap isn't a full detailed summary.
Go on.
Then Nim got in trouble with his dad, and we almost died when Cora stepped in front of him between him and his dad. Then instead of having to figure out how to get into the Empire, we were teleported into the Empire, so we didn't have to figure that out anymore. And Lowell's clothes got stolen. Dragon alarm went off. We went to a war room. We didn't fight in the war room. And then people disappeared, and now we're trying to figure out what the hell happened. The end.
The end.
Recap.
All right. If I remember correctly, you were in your father's study trying to figure out what to do next.
Yep. I think we're just about to go back in.
Yep.
All right. And scene.
I know we didn't look super close. Is there any sort of investigation roll that Nim can try? Perception, investigation, something?
I'd like to
Whichever you want. Go ahead.
investigate as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do it.
Is it something I can take 10 on? Or...
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 20.
So Nim, you're looking around. Noah, you're looking around. You haven't. Were you in this room briefly? I'm trying to remember. Yes, you were in this room before, and then you left. So now you're in the room again.
Yeah.
And nothing's changed from the first time. You haven't been in this room previously before that, so you're not really sure what is or isn't in place. This is for Noah. Nim, you've been in this room multiple times. But some of the obvious stuff is pretty easy to point out, like books that are knocked off the shelf, some papers that were lit on fire, furniture that was obviously shuffled around in positions that don't make any sense. It is very, I wouldn't say it's extremely obvious, but it is pretty obvious that there was a fight here, but there's no aftermath besides the movement of furniture and maybe some like cuts and dents, which is very odd considering there's no blood, there's no scales, there's no anything to indicate who was in the fight other than what you thought was, or what you know beforehand who came. Unfortunately, although I think with your 20 investigation, you will find that one of the bookshelves seems oddly suspicious. has no damage on it whatsoever, even though pretty much everything else in the room has had some sort of damage.
Like recent damage, or
Yes, correct. So like the whole room has damage on it because of the fight, except for this one bookshelf. And then with your investigation, you wouldn't be able to find anything more other than what Noah's been able to find out. So basically the same stuff. You just understand there was a fight.
Makes sense.
so there was a fight.
Yeah. So did you guys find anything?
Well, there seems to be there was definitely a struggle here. Um, Everything looks messed up except for this singular bookcase. Do I have that right, Sam?
Yes.
And have you ever been in your father's study before today? Do you know anything about this bookcase? Why this one was relatively unharmed?
Ooh, is it a secret entrance like in the stories? Is
Could be.
is there a book or something that we pull?
Only
Can
one way to find out.
would Nim would Nim notice the bookcase at all? Like having it pointed out, or is this pretty normal to him? Like
Having
not
it pointed out, you remember that your father has said multiple times, do not mess with that particular bookcase, but hasn't told you why.
Well, to
Dude.
mess with that particular bookcase, I think. Uh, I don't think that he never said anything except not to mess with it.
Do we want to try pulling books to see if there's actually a hidden mechanism?
Today, absolutely.
Noah will try to look specifically for any weird looking something that would look like it's a switch. Feeling around for books too, but not like throwing them off the shelf.
I will, for narrative purposes, say you guys can spend a half an hour to an hour messing around with this bookshelf to know. There's nothing obvious about if there is some hidden switch, if it's meant to go somewhere else. It, for all intents and purposes, seems like at best a magical bookshelf, and there isn't anything further you can do with it.
What are some of the titles on the books written here?
Uh,
Are there any that stick out to me?
It would be pretty generic titles, so like the history of such and such, the anatomy of such and such, the
Okay.
very, very generic
Okay.
books to the point where you're like, this seems just like if you can pull one out and open it and look at it, and there's words written in it, and it's nothing like amazing information wise. It just ends up being like layman's terms of just about whatever topic, and it ranges anywhere from, like I said, history to nature to religion to even some like fiction. Yes. V, you can notice that you think there are scratches on the ground, but the problem is with the fight that just happened in this room, it's muddled with all the other scratches and marks and dents of said fight.
Hmm.
Yeah, it looks like it might have moved at some point, but it's kind of hard to tell with everything else that happened in here.
I'm still like frantically pulling books off of this bookshelf.
After you've pulled If you end up pulling all the books off, they all will reset and place themselves back on the bookshelf.
Oh no.
Oh,
Can
that's
you
weird.
rage read?
Probably a good idea to do that.
Hmm.
So he pulled all of them off, and then they just all magically went back onto the shelf
Yes.
where they were supposed
Yes.
Weird to put a
Oh.
returning spell enchantment on a bookshelf.
But it would explain why this bookshelf has no damage. Like every
Right.
single other bookshelf has books knocked off of it, scratch marks on it, things that are like, oh, there was a fight here. This one is like pristine. You're like, okay.
But we can feel the. Let's just say it. The bookshelf is real though, right? Our hands don't go through it or anything when we're reaching through.
Correct.
When we're reaching for okay. Hmm.
Is there anything noticeable about colors of books? Are they all kind of the same color?
It's random.
Random. Okay.
The windows are all intact. Are there windows in this room actually?
There are no windows in this room. It is in the central part of the mansion, which means it has no access to the outside.
Okay.
You're gonna have to make a roll for that.
Got
Sure,
another-
boss, you got it.
Another
Misty.
person.
Yes.
Stealth?
Yep. Stealth or sleight of hand, your choice.
No, same mod. 14.
Everybody except for Nim notices you pocketing it.
Yeah, observe it. I don't say anything.
Oh, did you find something?
It's not worth discussing right now. Don't worry about it.
What? Did you find something that shows where they went?
No. I just thought I didn't want to distract you, but I thought we could use a map, so I just grabbed one.
I think that's a good
Oh.
idea.
Okay.
It's just a map of the Empire.
That's fine.
Yeah, I just keep looking at the bookshelf. I just don't think I can help you, so I thought I could help this way.
Roll me fate dice, Cortana.
2, 1, 4, 3.
Oh.
That's not
So
good.
the Empire map you have is about 10 years old.
Okay, well,
Great.
hopefully it's got the broad strokes.
You think it has most of the? Well, I mean, you wouldn't know because you don't really go to the Empire. So yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea
ancient-
exactly. That's totally fine.
It's a map of ancient Zen.
Oh, shit. Did I just reset my inventory? Fuck.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Alright, you guys work on the bookshelf. I'll be back.
No worries.
Suddenly, Cortana's bag just explodes and all of her items fall all over the place.
I knew we should have put that in an arrow shaft.
There's a starting equipment button, but I didn't go through it, so it's fine. But if you hit the starting equipment
Yep,
button and you keep going, it resets your inventory.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, maybe there's some kind of something else in the room that we have to pull to move the bookshelf, or maybe we just have to move it. Nim's dad did
Maybe.
look pretty strong.
Maybe.
Do you think you can do that?
I guess I could try.
I can help, but I'm not that strong. Do I need some kind of proficiency to help with this? My
What's
strength is 9.
No, you cannot help.
Okay, that's fair.
Guess we'll try to. Is it on like a wall that has other bookshelves on either side of it to where it would have to pull
Yes.
out, or
Yes.
okay, he'll try and pull the bookshelf out.
It's gonna take some time because you have to adjust the other bookshelves. So another hour passes, and one of the guards will poke their head in. You okay, Lord Lionhelm? Do you need any assistance? Are you moving stuff around?
Fine, everything's fine here. Don't worry about it.
Okay. You got it.
Maybe
I'll
the
just be
gods
outside.
can help push the bookcase.
Sure, we can. I can get someone to come in.
This is heavy.
Nim pulls all but one book off of the bookshelf, so it doesn't reset, but all the other books are gone. Catching on to this.
That's what that intelligence is for, baby.
Okay. So are you getting your guards or no?
Sure. I mean, with that suggestion, he's gonna do whatever sounds like it's a good idea in the immediate moment.
Okay. So you ask the guard about this. He'll fetch a couple other guards, and they come in. They're like, "Are you sure about this? We were told not to mess around with the bookshelves. We might get in trouble, Lord Lionhelm."
He's gonna get in trouble. I will handle it. I will be the one in trouble. Don't worry about it.
All right. And they motion. So one will join you, Lowell, and the two will get on the other side, and all four of you start tugging, and it doesn't move an inch.
Well,
There must be some kind of latch then. Let's starts going to all the things around the room and trying to pull on stuff just to see if there's something that's a roll.
One zealous guard continues pulling really, really hard, and then goes, my back. And he like hobbles outside.
Oh no.
I will heal him.
Oh,
this bookshelf knows how to fight back.
that feels pretty good. Maybe I need to be a little careful about pulling this bookshelf.
Thank you for helping.
I do what I can, try to work my way up. Do what needs to be done for the line helms, right? Lowell, you look around for latches or anything like that. You don't see anything.
Maybe it's on a desk, and so he'll look for like a lever or a button or something on anywhere on the desk.
Okay.
Because he's just really excited about this.
And what is everybody else doing?
I have an idea, but it's a bad idea.
That means you need to do it.
Okay. I assume. He threw Shadow into whatever. Can he sort of summon Shadow back out of whatever the pocket is that you can throw familiars into?
Yes. Keep in mind, 2 of the guards are still in the. 3 of the guards are still in the room. No, 2 of the guards are still in the room. The one guard that Korshana healed is just hovering outside of the room because he doesn't quite want to push on the.
Oh, that's true. Having a dragon in here would be a bad idea. Never mind.
Okay.
Kidding.
It's a fake
Kidding
dragon.
about that.
Um,
Not doing that.
I am. I'm gonna spend 10 minutes to ritual cast Identify on the bookshelf.
Okay.
Just to see exactly what it does.
So, Lowell, you're trying to figure out what's going on with the desk. You don't find anything. Aiden's casting Identify on the bookshelf. 10 minutes pass. It does not register.
What? Okay. Okay. Hmm.
Maybe there's a magic word.
Be Bahamut or something.
Oh, a magic word that if he likes Bahamut so much, wouldn't he say that a lot? It's got to be something he doesn't say as often, so it doesn't accidentally trigger.
It's like setting your password to Alexa.
Who's Alexa?
Nim, make me an int or religion roll. Anybody can make an int or religion roll.
All right, let's see.
Int or religion?
Yes.
Those are about the same here, but I'll go for religion. I'm gonna burn a luck point.
Okay.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh, man.
Well, this is pretty in character, so. No, anything surprised about that.
Nim.
Has 15.
Okay, perfect. Nim, you burn a luck point, and this, you watch your father step up to the bookshelf and say something in Draconic. Do you understand Draconic?
I do. From him.
And he says Bahamut in Draconic.
God damn it, he guessed it right.
Passwords 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Perfect.
Same combination of my luggage.
Alright, well, he's gonna walk up to the bookshelf and say that as soon as he realizes that.
The bookshelf turns into
Into
A what?
what?
a portal.
Oh.
So do
And
we
the
go inside of
guards
it?
all pull their weapons and they're like, what?
This-
Don't worry about it.
Maybe this is where they went.
Shall we?
I'm guessing we'll be right back.
We
Nim,
have
it's
to
your
see
call.
where they went.
Yeah, let's go.
We'll cinch up the bathrobe a little tighter and
Oh,
get
no.
to walk through.
You gonna be okay, Lowell? Do you
Oh
need
my
some
God,
clothes
dude.
before we do this?
At least some pants might be good.
Okay. Can Nim ask one of the guards or people outside if there's any extra clothes?
You should
Uh,
have the guards just give Lowell their pants.
Oh my
oh
god.
man.
Oh my God.
Just be like, you, take off your pants, give them to him. Okay, we're going, goodbye.
I don't have
And
some
it's like
extra
super baggy.
pants. That's what he wears, so it's fine.
Not super baggy.
One of the guards will say, yes, sir, and he'll run off and start looking for clothing.
I have a quick side question while we're waiting for the clothes.
Sure.
Are there any holy symbols around in the room? They don't have to be like battle ones, just like anything that's like a Bahamut holy symbol type of thing.
Yes, there's a holy symbol on the ground that was on a mantle.
Okay, sometime during this investigation period, can Nim pocket that?
Sure.
Oh, you keep cutting out.
Do I?
Yeah.
I was wondering why this was happening. All right, 1 second.
No worries.
But can Nim take the I'm just kidding.
No, he
Burns
can't.
and Nim's.
Yeah.
Test 1, 2. This is a sentence. Check to see if I'm cutting out. Any
better.
problems?
Mostly fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all right, that's fun. Yeah, because you guys were cutting out for me last night too, but I didn't say anything because I was like, I can catch most of it.
Oh, weird.
So it makes sense. All right.
I'm sorry.
So you get a holy symbol on the ground. It's a little beat up again because of the fight, but it's just seems to be we will say it's no, it's not that either. You think it's an old shield with Bahamut's symbol on it. So it's hard to pocket.
Quip it, I guess.
Okay. And the guard comes back with some decent clothing, nothing fancy, just some shirts and pants. And
Nim
he
will
offers them
grab
to
a-
you.
motion to Lowell.
we'll grab a pair of pants and kind of slide them on and dump the
Okay.
bathrobe. Okay, let's go.
Let's
All right.
do this. Then we'll go first.
Okay.
Well,
Nim
go
enters
last.
the portal.
No, those second tickets.
Noah enters the portal. Coruscant
Lol
enters the
goes.
portal. Lol enters the portal. Nim, you enter the portal and exit into, you think is a palace. But it's no palace you've ever seen before. Lol, Coruscant, and Noah, you exit the portal back into the study.
Oh,
Mhm.
fuck.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh.
shit. We don't see Nim there.
No.
Where's Nim?
Damn it.
I do not know.
I thought we followed him in.
We did.
Can I try something with you guys? Do you mind before you enter? Do you mind saying? And then he says Bahamut in Draconic before you enter.
And the portal closes.
Oh, I say it again.
It does not open.
Oh shit.
Oh
No.
Oh no!
Noah, did
I-
you trap him?
No, I don't think that I have the power to open or close that portal. I believe
Oh,
that belongs to that bloodline.
Perhaps. Or true believers of Bahamut or something like that.
Oh, if that
Which
was the case,
I
it wouldn't
know.
have worked for Nim.
I know that, but Coruscant is like, oh, he just took a holy symbol. Maybe that's the reason.
maybe it's something to do with the thing he picked up.
Should we try? Well, the portal isn't opening anymore.
Perhaps if you were holding a Bahamut symbol.
Nim was not holding a Bahamut symbol when he opened
Oh,
the
that's
portal.
true.
The
That's very
guards that
true.
are still there suddenly realize that Nim is not with you, and they all pull their weapons. What did you do to Lord Lionhelm?
Hands up.
I put my hands up.
Hands up.
We tried to follow the young lord through this portal to help him.
you we shouldn't have messed with that. Oh my god, he's gonna fucking kill us. We're all screwed.
Hey,
Oh,
excuse
shit.
me.
Oh,
Would you
God.
please calm down?
Oh
We're trying to find
How
his
am I
brother,
supposed to
but-
be calm? His son is gone. He's gonna execute me on the spot.
I did not prep calm emotions today.
One guard just runs out screaming.
I don't know why everybody's all worked up. I
And
mean,
we'll
it's
hold on
not
that
like
thought.
it's
So,
not
Nim.
like the father's here anyway to punish anybody.
Yet. We'll hold on that thought. Nim, you are in a palace, a very, very beautiful palace, and there are people walking through. They're not people you recognize, and takes you a few moments because your passive perception is not great, but they're not even human. They're humanoid, but this is far beyond something you've seen or been to.
Are they noticing him, or they're just like
One will notice you, yes, and pause and look at you specifically, but then continue on.
Oh, that's weird. Since they don't seem to care too much that he just sort of wandered in, I think he'll try to look around, see if he can find anybody he does recognize.
You will walk around for a few moments, and nothing. Like, you try to follow some of them, and they just go into places that don't look familiar, and you get this sense of like you are just not meant to be here. And every time you get to any place that has like a collection of people, somebody stares at you. Not menacingly, but like you need to leave.
Okay, after that happens a couple times, I think he would get somebody's attention at that point.
As you try to do that, everybody continues to ignore you.
Great. So try yelling his dad's name a few times. Nobody else is Yeah, I think I'll do that because they're ignoring him when he's trying to ask them directly. So I'll just be like, maybe he'll hear me if I yell it loud enough.
You yell the name out, and it kind of echoes in the palace, and everybody continues to ignore you. And then a small part of your brain comes, or not a small part of your brain, a memory kind of like jumps to the forefront of your mind. And you realize why these creatures are somewhat vaguely familiar, because you remember your father talking to one. And you remember this was part of his lineage. He didn't really go too much into it because you didn't care.
It's fair.
And one in particular steps up behind you. Nemir Lionhelm.
What?
The creature that you've briefly seen before, now that you're thinking about it again, you've seen him talking to your father. An angelic creature that is hard to tell its gender. But you do remember a name, which is Alana Star. What are you doing here? This is not your place.
I'm looking for my father. I think he's missing. I thought maybe he came here.
Your father is not here. You should not be here.
Well, I'm here.
You should go back.
Well, if he's not here, where is he?
I do not know.
You can't just not know.
I only need to know when I need to know.
And knowing where he is isn't that important?
Only when there is a quest for him to do.
Unbelievable. So what are you gonna do now if you can't reach him?
I will take care of that when the time comes.
I'm looking for him. You should look for him.
I do not need to look for him now. It is not my purpose at the moment.
What is your purpose at the moment?
To serve.
I can't stand you guys. I can't stand this.
You should go back.
You're right, I will go back because you are all useless.
Good day.
Nim's gonna try to storm out of there and head back to where the portal is.
The portal is still open for you.
Oh, that's weird. Yep, fuck this place, he's out.
Nim appears back in the study.
He looks pissed.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, you're back. Where were you?
Oh, thank God I'm not gonna die!
What have you guys been doing in the 5 minutes that I was gone?
Was it 5 minutes?
No, it was an hour.
Oh jeez,
You-
it didn't seem like
5 minutes.
You've been gone a lot longer than 5 minutes.
Did the portal revert into a bookcase, or is
Yeah.
it just like an empty? Okay,
okay, Nim's gonna
so he'll never know that we.
Use that deception skill, Nim. No one will ever has to know.
No, he's gonna kick the bookshelf though.
What,
It is gonna
happened?
heal.
what happened? Yeah.
My father's useless dream guide, whatever the hell he. They don't even care that he's gone.
Who
And
doesn't
he
care?
works for them.
Some Temple of Bahamut.
Worse than that. If you could believe that.
A temple is a bad thing?
You'll understand when you're older, Lowell.
Let's focus on what happened. If your father's guide is not concerned, maybe there is no cause for concern.
It's not that he's not concerned, it's that it's not what he feels like doing right now.
That is strange.
That's quite disturbing.
He didn't seem to know where he was, so he's
Huh.
still missing.
They didn't give you any kind of clues.
None whatsoever. They're notoriously unhelpful.
That seems kind of useless.
I know, right?
Then we must continue to look for him, no?
I don't think he's anywhere in this mansion, to be honest.
Yes, the guards probably would have found him by now if that were the case.
Yes, and
I think you're
It's
right.
been a couple of hours.
something else.
We're
that the mountains
trying.
We know you
Try
are.
harder.
Opposite reactions.
make.
What do you want to do then?
I don't know.
If they have the ability to teleport, they could be literally anywhere.
Even if that were the case, they should have known where he was.
I think that for the time being, we might just head out toward the Savalier Wood and the Fortress of the Dead Jarl, and leave your father a note. If he does come back, then he'll know where you are at least. That we tried to find him and help him.
Noah is very smart. I agree with this.
I also don't doubt that he's in any kind of danger. His whole entourage went with him.
Yeah.
But-
If we did find them and they were in trouble that they couldn't handle, we probably wouldn't be much help.
Right.
You're right.
And since he knows where we're headed, if he does have access to this teleport magic, then he'll be able to find us. Like
Didn't he
that-
say he can find you no matter where you are?
Right. He did find you all the way in Urzen. He risked his life going over to Jorhas to find you.
Are we leaving right now, or can we leave in the morning?
It is all up to you.
Yes, we do not wish to rush you, Nim.
You want to sleep in your
Let's-
bed for a night?
Can we leave tomorrow? I'll go first thing in the morning, but I just have to see if they come back tonight.
That's fair.
Okay.
So long rest.
All right. Unless anybody does anything else, we will shift
Yep.
to nighttime.
One
Okay.
question before we do that.
Sure.
Is there an armory in this house?
Yep.
Alright, at some point
do
during
it.
the pre-long rest or before evening, can everybody head over there?
Yep.
Or whoever wants to?
Everybody has access to Masterwork armor, which means it has a +1 dex penalty. So if it normally has 2, it's 3. And Masterwork weapons of your choice.
Oh shit.
Penalty-
Yep.
What do you mean, Dex?
I have to actually look this stuff up.
Like medium armor, you can normally only have +2 dex on top of the AC it gives you. And I'm guessing this
Oh.
can have +3.
Correct.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like I thought penalty like if you wear it, your deck mod goes down if you're not proficient or something.
No, it's a game balance mechanic to make sure that you don't have like 20 decks and then a plate mail and then suddenly you have like 25 AC because of that.
Right. Yeah. I was just thrown off by the word penalty.
Yeah, it's a 3.5 turn.
Like
I may need a list of what would be in there because I'm not familiar with Masterwork.
Masterwork is something that, again, Masterwork is also 3.5 thing that I'm taking and bringing into this game. So any normal equipment, any armor, literally any armor is in there. Any weapon is in there. Any shield is in there because, the best for Lion Helms. So Masterwork just means if you pick up, say, any of the medium armors, instead of max 2, it's max 3. And the heavy armors don't have any, so it doesn't help the heavy armors. What it would do for the heavy armors is it would lower the strength requirement by 1. So chainmail instead of 13, it's 12. Splint instead of 15, it's 14. And then for weapons, Masterwork weapons is +1 to attack, but no +2 damage.
Mm.
Okay, cool, thanks. I just wrote that down. I think I know what Nim would take, but you guys feel free to choose stuff. He's just gonna kind of beeline for specific stuff.
Well, I don't really use any armor or weapons, so.
Oh,
any kind of armor in here.
Yep.
Oh,
And shield. And shields.
Okay, so definitely pick up a shield.
they may
Yeah, I'll
just
take a
come with,
better
like,
shield.
more dragon motif on everything than you're used to.
Yeah, everything's going to have Bahamut motif on it.
So this shield will give you a +3 to AC instead of a +2, basically?
No, it's only +2. It will not be that good.
It's just better than the shit I picked up in Urzen, basically.
Yes, it'll be
Do they
more
have
lightweight.
wood ones?
Yes.
Okay.
I infuse Masterwork like a Masterwork shield.
You can, yeah.
So it would be +1 and then another +1 from the infusion. Would that stack or?
The Masterwork doesn't give +1 to the shield.
Oh, it's just
It's going to make it.
Lighter.
Yeah, it's going to be half its normal weight. So instead of 6, it's 3 pounds.
Nice.
Okay. So
Definitely take that.
Yeah. I'll
Can
take
I
that.
use the weapons in here? Because, like, I figured, like, I have a scimitar, but I kind of figured it was made of bone. With the whole druids and metal thing, you know?
Roll me a percentile dice.
Yep. 47.
You will not find anything. You
Yeah.
can find any of the simple stuff, so like great clubs or quarterstaff, things of that nature will be there, but no, you will not find anything that's metal that is not metal.
Yeah, and I assume they also don't have Masterwork hide armor here, because it's kind of like not a thing.
They will.
But do I want it
Nim,
as a
is it-
character?
The Masterwork hide armor that they have is made out of dragon hide, so it would be white,
Oh.
red, or green.
Oh shit, okay. I want that real bad. Fuck it.
So cool.
I'll take the green one, TYVM.
Okay.
Nice.
Nim, is it okay for us to take these things without asking your father?
Take whatever you want.
All right. No, since there was no hesitation, he's going to pick up some half plate then.
He's gonna hold up his old weapon. Like, where do you think I got this from? I think he might trade his mace for a Morning Star.
Okay.
And armor. I'm looking at the armor because half plate gives you stealth disadvantage. Breastplate doesn't, but he wants better medium armor. That's rough. I don't know if he stealths that enough for that to matter. I'm gonna go with the breastplate. I'm worried about getting stealth disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna breastplate as well. After realizing the half plate is pretty noisy.
Yep.
Well, since there's no armor and we're gonna be on the road again, do you think there's some utensils and stuff that we could take where maybe I can cook on the road for us?
That was me. Korshana doesn't care.
While you're looking around the armory, Nim, one of your weapon shards falls out of your bag on the ground.
Do I hear it?
Oh yeah, everybody hears it.
Okay, I turn around because that was that was not expected.
What was that?
Is it? Can I tell right away if it's the one I usually use or the new one?
It's the one you usually use.
All right, I'm gonna go after that. I kind of need it.
It starts moving along the ground as you go try to get it.
That's not. Uh,
You all watch Nim chase after something.
yep,
Yep. Do you need help? Starts running after.
yeah. Help me, lol.
It slides along the ground and then embeds itself into a wooden box that's buried beneath under a bunch of other boxes.
Not leaving without that, so start trying to pull stuff off of wherever the hell it went.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll help.
You're all watching Nim and Lowell pull boxes off of random boxes and just set them aside.
So what are we trying to get?
My focus like flew off this way.
You get to the bottom box, which the blade it's embedded into it, so you could have pulled out if you wanted to. It's not like completely inside of it. But when you get to that bottom box, the box is surrounded in shadows, and only you can see that, Nim.
Well, let's open this up and see what's in it.
You should stand back a little bit when we do that.
Okay. Guess he starts trying to pull it open while standing as far back as he can reach.
And then we'll try to help. Just
Okay, you pop off the top of the box, no problem. Inside the box, wrapped with straw and paper and other stuff, just to kind of keep it safe, there is a rod, and the rod is emanating shadows.
Oh,
What's that?
I don't know. I've never seen this before.
Well, grab it.
It's
See
really
what it
dark.
does.
I guess if it was in the armory, it's safe to use, right?
Well, it was buried in this box underneath a bunch of other boxes, so who knows?
And maybe they just forgot about it. Oh, he'll pick it up. He's not that smart.
You
Why
pick
would
it
they-
up.
Go ahead.
You pick it up, and tendrils leap off of your. Which arm do you pick it up with? I'm sorry. You don't have a choice. Never mind. I'm just gonna make. You gotta pick it up, and for some reason, your left arm is picking it up, and you're like, "That I don't. I'm not conscious. Oh, too late now." And tendrils from the back of your arm latch onto this rod and like stamp the same symbols that are on the arm onto the rod, and you know immediately it's a rod of the Pact Keeper +1.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
And everybody sees that.
Whoa, what's going on? What's that?
what?
I don't know. Help. I don't know what's happening.
What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to help?
I don't know. He might drop it when it stops and have to go pick it up again because he wasn't expecting that.
You're unable to drop it.
Oh.
Are you okay?
I think so.
Your guide wishes you to have this item, it would seem.
My guide. You're not wrong. He's gonna grab the piece of shard too while he's at it, cause
Yep.
yeah, can't lose that.
No
Put
problem.
that away.
Yep.
Why would it want me to have this?
Perhaps it improves your abilities, much like your focus.
I'll turn it over a few times. He's never used a rod before, so
Okay. I mean, it's really hard for you because you've not seen many rods. You have seen the adventure companions of your father use rods in some sort of fashions, but you've not really focused on them. So it's a slightly evil looking rod. It has some really strange stuff to it and some runes that are now stamped on it that are exactly the same as the ones that are on the back of your arm.
comforting.
Familiar with using rods, so if I mean, does Nim seem like he doesn't know what to do with it?
What to do with it? Remember how he said he's never used magic before he had the metal thing? He doesn't know what to do with the rod.
No. Guess try to help Nim understand how to channel magic using a rod. I guess weaving like magic symbols with it and stuff. Using it as an arcane focus.
I would say that both of you roll an Arcana.
Okay. That was almost a natural 20. That's a
Wow. Oh. Ooh.
Doesn't work, so what do you think was gonna happen?
So Noah, you're talking about how to channel magic through the rod and understand the use of it, and you don't want to overdo it and stuff like that. And you can tell immediately it's going right over Nim's head.
Well, we'll workshop this as that goes on.
Sure.
Don't worry, in time you'll get it, I'm sure.
Just keep telling me what to do. I'll get it eventually.
Yes, of course. I mean, a lot of it's probably just practice. When we're out in the open, you can probably try to use that to cast your Eldritch Blast. Maybe it'll help help with the accuracy of it or something.
So, I don't really like how it's been going so far.
Once we have some more downtime, we can talk about everything that's gone on as a group and kind of process what's going on. I have some thoughts on my own that are keeping me occupied as well. So
Yeah.
This may be a good conversation while we're on the road, perhaps.
I agree.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, what do you all do?
Now we do our. Anyone else have anything? Oh, Lowell wanted to get stuff from the kitchen, I think.
Easy enough.
Do we have
Yeah.
time before we rest for me to remove my druidic focus and sew it into my new armor?
Yeah.
I would like to do that, and maybe I will also use my crocodile fangs and crocodile teeth that I got from the swamp and sew those into the armor too.
Okay.
Well, crocodile dragon armor.
Pretty much.
Look awesome.
Yeah.
So I can go ahead and add the cook's utensils or whatever.
Yep. You now have cooking tools. You have masterwork cooking tools, which gives you a +1 bonus on checks to cook.
Nice. Some Gordon Ramsay. Want the sharpest
with whatever we like kill on the road, like crocodiles.
Just want to chop the shallots. Nice and thin.
Anything else?
Are we going to long rest? Is that plan?
I think. Well, Nim might. I'll wait till the next day for this. Never mind. I'm gonna do this the next day.
Are we taking watches? Or are we just sleeping?
Can take a watch, but there's a bunch of guards here, so if they were gonna do something to us, or if something was gonna happen here, they'd probably catch it.
Yeah, I agree. Let's get a good night's rest.
Where's Marty?
Marty's in your bag.
When we sleep, I'm going to hug the shit out of him.
Okay.
Sleep on top of the where the bag opens so he can't get out.
Yeah. Or at least if he tries to leave the bag, so that I can possibly feel that he's leaving the unless he teleports.
Okay.
Oh, Nim,
Anybody else doing anything?
Nim, didn't
I
you want to
have-
take a bath too? Because you were talking about wanting to clean up in Urzen.
Oh, Nim should do that before we leave again because he's gross. He's been gross this whole day.
Don't let anyone steal your clothes.
Yeah, they want to do that.
I can get other clothes. It's fine. Can Nim use the bath and not be gross anymore? At least
Which
For
bath
now.
are you using? Because you have your own room and your own bath services.
he'll just go to that one. Let everybody else who wants to. He does. I don't think he expects Korshana to, but Noah might. So let him use that one.
Okay. When you get to your room, there is an attendant there there's actually a couple attendants there who will help you take your bath, clean your clothes, go through that process. You're pretty used to it by now. Unless you just tell them otherwise.
I tell him to leave, but I think he will.
Okay. So they will leave you alone?
Cool. Yeah, he'll just do that. But I think he's gonna go join the group. Everyone can sleep in the same room area, I guess.
Okay. Anybody else use the bath in the communal room, the guest room?
Lo already
No.
took a bath.
No.
Same thing. There's an attendant in there. Do you wish to have any? Do you require any assistance?
Please no.
Okay.
Oh, and before
Absolutely
this,
not.
I left Marty with Lowell. Lowell, do you mind watching Marty while I freshen up?
Sure.
Thank you. I kind of don't want to take it into the bath.
You don't think he needs a bath too? She? We don't know if he's a he or she yet, do we?
That is a good point. I wonder if Korishana would be able to determine the gender of this pseudo dragon.
DM, may I check the gender of our dragon?
You try. You have no idea.
You know, lizard-like creatures and dragon-like creatures can be very hard to identify the sex.
I will use a gender neutral wording then. I'm not sure that does Marty smell? Important question.
Does Marty need a bath?
That's
You
hard
guys are gonna blow up this house trying to clean this dragon.
Well, I'm not gonna force Marty if he doesn't want it.
It's hard to tell between you and Marty if Marty specifically smells.
Okay. I'll
Give him a bath. I bet he likes water since he's a fire animal.
You're right, Lowell. I think it's worth the shot. So I'll bring him into the bath. If he doesn't look like he's receptive to the water, I guess I'll let him.
Do you say anything to attendant before you do that?
I said, please leave.
Ah. The attendant leaves. And you bring Marty into the bathroom, and Marty doesn't seem to care about water. Not that it hates it, or they just like, okay, and get in and start splashing around.
Okay. So yeah, I'll wash Marty also.
Okay. At one point in time, Marty will take a gulp of water and spray you with it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, baby.
Adorable.
Yeah, I'll splash him back and then just
Okay.
And then it escalates. And then the bus
Yeah.
explodes.
I'm gonna hold it down under the water for like a good minute. No, I'm
Wow.
just kidding.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's dark.
This is celestial being, guys. It can handle it. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. What do the rest of you do? The bath goes fine. Noah's clean. Marty's clean.
I mean, I guess I'll like use the bath like it were a river and like just kind of splash myself with water and then just like be like, I'm clean enough. That's fine.
Okay.
If the attendant tries to talk to me, I'm gonna glare at him till he goes away.
Yep. He would start. You glare at him, and he leaves.
That's so scary.
That's so weird.
Nim will come
Alright.
back and join you guys, I guess, once he has clothes again, but he's just gonna kind of keep to himself mostly in the room.
Are we
So,
going to
Nim,
bed?
what was it like on
No,
the other side of
got
that
it.
portal?
Horrible.
What was it? What was there? Was it just a room, or what did you see?
Remember how I told you that Azamar have these guides? It was a
Okay.
portal to where they all were, and none of them were helpful. They barely looked at me, and my father's guide did nothing. Didn't care. So, it's nowhere I want to go back to. I don't know why he ever goes there.
Maybe you just need to find your guide. Maybe
I
they'd
think
be
he
more
may-
helpful then.
I don't think so. I don't know if my guide is any more talkative than they are.
When they are talkative, they talk in riddles.
Very, very short sentences.
Hmm.
Is that not what you expected to happen?
I've never had a guide like that before myself. I guess I could have expected it from my father's. Someone won't even give you the whole story. I don't understand why you should ever trust them.
There is much we cannot know.
How does your Ashana tell you things?
As we've discussed, I receive visions, memories.
What are the
No
visions like?
words?
No words.
Then how do you know what she's trying to tell you?
She shows me what I need to know. You must remember, we are small and insignificant in relation to these powers. It is not for them. They are not here to hold our hands. They will give us exactly what we need and nothing else, and it is our job to learn what they need from us and do it. We deserve nothing more. We are not special.
So why are they?
They are born, given, grow to more power than we have.
Well, then they should do more with it than they do.
I think that is not for us to know or question.
Agree to disagree.
Indeed. I worry you expect too much, Nim.
Father said that when he was looking for my mother, even Bahamut couldn't find her. Bahamut's a god.
Things are past even them.
If a god couldn't find her, how am I supposed to?
Well, only thing we can do is try. You have a guide. Perhaps it will give us more information than Bahamut could. Bahamut's power is not limitless.
I hope you're right.
If I could just say one thing, I personally don't think that just because a god can or cannot do something doesn't mean that they will. Personally, from experience, just because I just because I can make if I could do something that I could also create to do it as well, I might not just do it myself. There's a sense of satisfaction in watching something that works on my behalf do something for me. Um, it could be such a case in this moment. Maybe Bahamut is looking to is hoping that you go on this journey yourself.
Well, it's just cruel. It's been 14 years.
Maybe it's something to help us grow.
Maybe.
If we are to become powerful enough to shape these things for ourselves, and we must work at it.
Yeah.
It can't grow powerful overnight and gotta work at it.
Exactly.
I'm tired. I think I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay. See you in the morning.
Night.
Good night, Nim. Sleep
Good
well.
night.
Snow will leave for whichever, if he goes to a different room or something. I don't know how we're doing the rooms.
You end up going to the Lowell's room.
Cool.
All right. Do the rest of you sleep?
Nope.
Um, I do.
I'm going to sleep.
All right. Bex, throw it at me. What you got?
When everyone is asleep, I apologize, everybody. When everyone is asleep, Cora is going to get up and go to. There's like an ensuite bathroom, right?
Yes.
She's gonna go there so that she can cast Pass Without a Trace on herself without anybody noticing.
Do you require any assistance?
Please leave.
The attendant hangs his head and walks out.
They paid for to be.
um, She's gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on herself.
Uh-huh.
She's gonna write a note. And then she's gonna sneak back into the room. Leave the note next to Nim. And then try and get that bag away from Noah.
Okay.
Oh, you're
Make
beating
me a
to the
stealth
punch.
roll. Noah, are you still doing what you said you were doing before?
Which was
Laying on top of the bag?
yes, yeah.
Okay. It's going to be extremely hard for you to get it.
Yeah, the dice don't want me to do this stupid thing that I'm trying to
I
do,
have
so
a
that's good.
passive perception of 18 too.
Yeah.
With Pass Without a Trace, that's a 15.
Yeah, so you will notice her trying to get the bag from you.
When
Oh,
I
Sean.
notice Noah stirring, I'm gonna telepathically connect with him and say, "Shh, I need you to trust me."
What are you trying to do?
What I must do to keep all of you and Nim's family safe.
Which is
Please give me Marty and don't say anything.
Korshana. Let's not be too hasty now.
If you do
I'm-
not do this, you're going to die.
I hope that wasn't a threat or anything.
No, I will never. I would never. Not by my hand. He needs to leave. We need to go. But Nim should not be rushed.